Hey guys, I'm back. I'm gonna give y'all a little alert. I don't know if y'all have seen some of JLWII's videos. He really goes by James, so I'm gonna call him James. Um, if y'all have ever seen his videos, well, he just put out a new video about Lagar Technologies, which is a company that makes different trains, or they don't make trains, they do services on trains. Like you send your locomotive to them, and they can install DCC, they install lights, different things like that. Well, he was saying that they have really pretty much gone down the toilet. So he's saying I don't recommend sending anything to them because their quality has dropped, and they've been sending locomotives back with broken parts and different things like that. And I'm just going to help him pass along the message. So basically, don't send locomotives to them to be repaired. He says they're having problems. The manager quit or retired or something, and now the owner's having personal issues. So they've really just started not doing their job very well, from what I understand from James. I'm not gonna send any locomotives to him. He recommends don't send locomotives to him, and what I heard, I don't recommend sending locomotives to them either, because he's saying that they're like taking them in and not sending them back, and if you ask them about sending them back, they'll slap it together real fast and possibly break some of the parts, and they're sending them back with parts busted off and things like that just thrown in the box. So just I wouldn't send any locomotives to them. He said he'll post a video if they get better and they straighten up, so I'm just gonna look for that video, and if I see that video, I'll watch it and get y'all back and tell y'all about it. So for right now, I would not recommend sending anything to them. Not a good idea. Send it to, if y'all have a local hobby shop that does repairs, and if y'all have a local hobby shop that does repairs, they probably will also do installations too, like mine will. My hobby shop does everything but painting. My hobby shop will do everything but painting your locomotive, so sorry, it's really early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning where I am. So basically, just don't send anything to Lagar. You'll possibly have some problems. Very bad. Not, you know. They said they're like keeping locomotives for over a year and still not having things finished, things like that. So if y'all have Model Railroader, you've probably seen their ads in Model Railroader. It's Lagart, not really. It's got a silent T on the end, but it's pronounced Lagar. But if you just read it, it says Lagart because it's got a T at the end. I think it's supposed to be a silent T. But I was actually planning on sending one of my locomotives there, and then I heard this video and I'm like, oh nope. So I'll just wait, throw mine in line at my hobby shop. My hobby shop can do repairs. If you check out their website, it's up there by my Facebook page, which y'all really need to check out. It's up there. It says my hobby shop. It's Trains by Johnson. I'm sure if you called them up, they could probably work something out to where you could send them a locomotive and have it repaired. Now they're going to tell you it's going to take a little while because the GP60's been in there for a little while, right? But I mean, I constantly go there, and I mean, they don't mind me walking into their repair shop, checking it out, making sure it's all okay. It's taking a long time because they get a lot of orders in. They get a lot of people coming in for just minor repairs, and they'll put minor repairs ahead of the long repairs like mine, which it has to get the ditch lights installed, which is apparently a hard thing to do on Athearn locomotives. I'm not going to say it's not hard because I've never done it. So I don't want to say it's not hard because it actually looks pretty hard. So you just got to install the ditch lights to it. So that's one big thing about that. So I'm sure if y'all call Trains by Johnson, their website's in my links with the cover photo. So just check them out. They're really nice people. You could probably work something out with Mr. Dave to send a locomotive down there and have it repaired. Again, it's going to take a little while. If y'all have noticed with my GP60, it's in there. But I mean, it's because it's an Athearn locomotive and they have to solder this decoder in and all that. And that just takes some time. But I go in there every other week, or try to at least. I check in, I see the locomotive, I look at it, it's fine, they haven't broken anything. I mean, they've took some of the pieces off so they can work on it, because in order to get to the ditch lights, you have to, because it's got the ditch lights right here and right here. So you have to take these handrails off to get to the ditch lights. So they've taken the front handrails off, but they didn't break them off. They're just sitting in front of the locomotive ready to be put back on as soon as they're finished. So I mean, there's nothing, they're not broke, and even if they're honest, if they break one of the pieces on your locomotive, they will go get a new one for free and put it back on before they send it to you, so you won't know that it's broken. I mean, they'll give you a letter. They'll say, hey, we accidentally broke your handrail, but we bought you a new one. It's right for the locomotive. We got it from the company that makes the locomotives. I mean, they're really nice people. They're really good at working with you. So, and if you're ever down here in the Pensacola area, and you're a model railroader, I very much say you should check them out. They're very nice people, very helpful, very good people, very good-hearted. They can answer any question you have about real railroads or model railroads. Sorry, my talking is funky. But yeah, big news alert. James is trying to tell you all about it. I want to make sure I help pass along the message. So just watch out for Legar Technologies, and I'll make sure to tell y'all if they're back up and doing good again or no. So just don't send anything to them. If you have something sent to them right now, I don't know what I can tell you. I mean, they've really gone through the toilet. So I'm guessing asking for it back, you just get it and all its pieces, which there's more pieces than there are of it. So so if you've sent something to Legar, I would say you're in a really bad spot. But if you haven't and were thinking about it, just throw that thought right out of your head. Throw it in the dumpster. Throw it out the window. I don't care. Just don't. Just if you were thinking about sending something to the car, throw it out the window, because really I really like to look out for the viewers, and if James looks out for the viewers, I'm gonna look out for the viewers. So any different things that he says, I'm gonna come back and repeat it to y'all, because I don't think y'all are subscribed to him. That'd be a really good idea. So if y'all aren't subscribed to him, you should, because he will give you all kinds of news updates, all kinds of goods, bads. He's very honest, you know. So if he's saying something and it's going bad, I want to repeat it, just to make sure that y'all know. I really just woke up this morning and saw that he had posted a new video. I watched it and then immediately got my camera on. So I'm like really tired right now. It's 6:30 just about. And this is pretty much how my room sits overnight, except the lights are turned off. My locomotive's just been sitting there all night. And I still haven't gotten to go to Johnson's because they're closed. Oh, they're closed on Sundays and Mondays, so don't call them on Sundays and Mondays. So that's actually a pretty cool schedule. I wish I had that schedule. Closed on Monday. But anyways, really good people. If you're ever down here in Pensacola, check them out. I'm sure you could work something out to send a locomotive to them and they send it back. And I guess as long as you paid for shipping, they wouldn't care. because I mean that's kind of a expense to them because I can't. It's really hard to believe how they make a profit because they buy locomotives. I mean, most of their business comes from used locomotives because they buy new and used, and they also make a good bit of their money from people ordering through them. And I mean, that's actually I always order things through them because I found that is a ton cheaper because they. The best way for me to do it is I have Johnson's order it from Red Caboose, and Red Caboose orders it from Athearn, or whichever company makes it. Because Red Caboose knocks it down 10 or 20%, and then Johnson's knocks it down 10 or 20%. So I can get a $50 car for 20 bucks. So I mean, I can get really super deals with doing it that way. And Johnson's makes their profit, Red Caboose makes their profit, and Athearn makes their profit. So, you know, it all works out. I don't have to pay $50 for something. I ended up paying $20 for a $50 item. Athearn gets their money. Everybody gets their money. Everybody's happy. So, and they're really good people. They're going to get you the best deal. I mean, they can't order from... They can only order from recognized hobby shop, or no, they can't order from hobby shops. They can order from dealers, which is pretty much just Walthers and how do you got one?
You got one?
Yeah.
Just cold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back. How come that headlight's so bright? Holy mackerel. Oh, that. You fool me. And that's a bright headlight on that train. What do you want for breakfast? Scrambled egg, pancakes,
Pancake.
oatmeal.
Pancake.
That wasn't hard. Oh, here's my old buck laying up here.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's a nice knife.
Yeah.
Old timer. You're an old timer. That's a nice little knife. That's like mine. Well, it's a bright headlight though. I don't know how them trains have such a bright headlights. They must have a lot of battery in that thing. That diesel putting out a lot of power.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Boy, you got a nice house. I might just move in this room. I tell Grandma every once in a while, I say, I think I ought to move back there in that room. She said, go ahead.
So pretty much recognized dealers as Walthers and Red Caboose. And then they can order from all the manufacturers. I'm not going to name them all because there's 50 billion, pretty much. So, but mainly I have them order something from Walthers or Red Caboose, or not Red Caboose, forget that, from either Walthers or Caboose Hobbies, because they're both very good at marking down prices. Like the new couplers for that Kato model, are originally $4, but I can get them from Walthers for half that. So, and then Johnson's probably isn't going to mark that down because they won't mark that down because it's so cheap already. They can't mark that down because then they wouldn't make profit. So, but I mean, like on this Amtrak locomotive, my F40PH it was originally a $50 locomotive, but I only paid $30 because of the markdowns that I got. And all my decals and stuff, I didn't pay the $5. I actually paid like $3.50. Pretty good prices. So, well, thanks for watching. Again, I try to help y'all. Y'all are my main focus. Me and James are kind of on the same page of we like to help y'all because of other people that just don't really help. Like Model Railroader magazine I don't like saying this because I actually kind of like Model Railroader magazine. It's not that it's a bad thing, but Model Railroader does not give you a in-depth review. When you look at Model Railroader or a review of trains on Model Railroader, they can't tell you exactly every little thing about it. You can't see it running because it's a magazine. All they can do is show you pictures of it. So they can't tell you how it runs, how good it is, not like a YouTube video can. So always take their advice, but try to watch a video on it too. Before I buy a locomotive, as soon as I see a locomotive I like, I immediately go to YouTube. I check out people's videos. I try to see if somebody has a video of this. I mean, I like to watch the video, listen to it. You know, I want to hear all the goods and I want to hear all the bads. So, I mean, I try to make my videos exactly like I would like to hear a video. I like to give plenty of runtime on my locomotives. You know, in the video I like for y'all to see that this locomotive runs. It runs smoothly. There's no problems with it. I mean, when y'all see my locomotives, I've never really pulled them out of the box on camera because that's just a little hard for me to do because my camera does not just mount up anywhere. I mean, y'all have seen my camera. It falls over all the time because it's got a little stand. And it's really just this little metal piece that sticks in the speaker of my phone, which really isn't a stand. It's just a little piece that happens to work. So that's why my camera always falls over. I mean, in every video it falls over, but in this one I got it kind of safe-proofed and it will not fall over this video. But y'all have seen that in most of my videos my camera falls over because my camera is an LG Lucid cell phone. So it doesn't just stand up by itself, but so guys like James have these nice cameras that can mount up on the wall and things like that. And so y'all can see an unboxing. I can't really do an unboxing unless I had 3 hands because I have to have 2 hands to open the box and I have to have 1 to hold the camera. So it doesn't really work. But when y'all see the locomotives on the track, which that's mostly where you see them at, they're, you know, out of the box. I run them 2 laps, see how good they run, get a little info to tell y'all, and then sit my camera down and record it. Park it in front of the camera and tell y'all about it. So, I mean, they're brand new, except for, you know, ones I get off of eBay like this one. This one wasn't brand new. So, I mean, I tell you, it was used. I got it from eBay. Y'all can't find these anymore, so if you do find them, they're good locomotives. Pick them up. They're not good locomotives. Don't pick them up. So, I mean, like this. This is a good locomotive. If y'all see one that you like, it comes in many different road names, but you're probably only going to find it on eBay or Craigslist. I would suggest buying it if that's what you want to do. I mean, don't just go out there and buy it because I said buy it. No. If you like it and you're willing to pay the money for it, buy it. It's a good locomotive. Now, I can't say that every locomotive is perfect. Always listen to the new used kind of stuff on there. But this one actually was labeled used. But I mean, you see how it runs. As long as it's a trusted person, because I always look at the person's background and see if, because it tells you a whole little background info if anybody said anything bad about them. And nope, I didn't see one thing bad about the person selling it. He had good pictures. He described it perfectly. I mean, I always check that stuff out before I take off and buy one. And this locomotive runs perfect. It's quiet. He's really taken care of this locomotive for the past 18 years, saying that he bought it brand new. He really did take care of it. Now, I can't say that all modelers take care of their locomotives, which they should. I mean, if they like their locomotive, why wouldn't you? But not all modelers think that way, so just trying to keep you on your toes about different things. Really just trying to help. So, thank y'all for watching. Be good. Don't do drugs. I don't know what I'm saying now. Good night.